everyone. Welcome to Be.Here.Now. I am Heather Fallona, joined with Tina Godin. Sorry, I'm like that. Tina and I were just talking. We are so thirsty, you guys. Spirit must be here in full effect because I get really, really thirsty when Spirit comes around, and it is strong. So I apologize for being parched, but I'm so excited to be here, you guys. There's a lot going on. It's International Women's Day. That's very significant, and the fact that our topic for tonight, we're going to be talking about speaking our truth, and I think that's really relevant to the International Women's Day. And then also this week we had the Mercury retrograde with the new moon in Pisces, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm just I'm in it. I'm feeling it. There's stuff going on, and so apologies in advance for any communication or technical difficulties, but hopefully we won't put that out to the ether. So yeah, how are you doing, Tina?
I'm doing well. I'm doing really well, but yeah, totally can feel the retrograde. That's for sure. So lots of energy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's interesting because I feel like there's kind of that pause that sometimes when you could kind of see, it's like a slow motion feeling of things going in a direction, and you know that it's going in that direction, but when you're in it, it feels like it's but then when you take a step back, it's from a different perspective. I'm probably not explaining that well, but that's exactly what I feel like what's going on right now. And I feel Spirit with me a lot, and just kind of communicating with me and keeping me patient through this stuff. But it's definitely, and I even feel it with the people around, the tensions. I feel like people are going through their own sort of morphing of things, and as a conclusion or a natural progression of those things, I think the emotions run high during this time. Immediately I felt it. I was oh, I'm annoyed. And I was oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, I shouldn't. And then I tried to call someone and they didn't answer. I'm that's probably a good thing. so yeah, definitely. But anyway, so just kind of going into the topic at hand for tonight, so speaking your truth, and hopefully your truth is, a beautiful one. I'm sure it is. But it's, it's hard, with the whole speaking of the truth and kind of the things that we go through, because, there is times where the truth, it's it's something that we have to sort of work through, and kind of understanding of gosh, and speaking about if it's how it's going to be received, right? So not everyone, maybe their truth is good for them, but it's not good for others. But it's, at the end of the day, it's really kind of speaking that. And it's interesting too with Women's International Day. I really kind of feel if you think about that, that's, I'm sorry, Women's International, International Women's Day, said differently. It is, I think that really is what that embodies, the whole, speaking your truth. And I think a lot of times we tend to go inward, and we don't own our power and really kind of speak to what that looks like. And and I think that's so important. I know, having two daughters, and I know you have two as well, that it's most important. How do you kind of work through that and talk to your daughters about that?
Yeah, it's I started since they were really, really little, and just the importance of, always speaking your truth, telling the truth, and no matter what. And so I created a safe place for them, so that they could come to me no matter what. They can tell me anything. And, there's some things that have happened over the years where, I allowed them to do that, yet what I was hearing wasn't really something that I really liked or, agreed with. And so, but
right.
I didn't want to, tarnish, I guess, what I was, modeling for them or creating for them, to be able to express themselves and to speak their truth. So I had to really pull back, not get angry at certain situations, and just, approach it differently than I would have, thought to approach it differently before even having children. Okay. So I realized the importance of the gentleness of it with them. and that trust that they're gaining, too, from me as their mom, where they can tell me anything. They can come to me. They're not teenagers yet. So when they get to that level, hopefully I've instilled in them this foundation of being able to speak your truth and being able to be outspoken about it in a safe place for them. And so I just hope that, it continues with them and that they still come to me for everything. I think it will just because of the relationship that I've built with my daughters. But, so that's, as far as the kids go, I'm trying to model that behavior for them too. What they see mom doing, they're going to do.
Right.
So.
Right. Absolutely. It's interesting. Your kids are younger than mine. I'm kind of at the space where I'm in the teenager now. So I'm definitely dealing with a lot of, it's different dynamics. And so, hearing you talk, I feel the exact same way. And that's really how I tried to model as well. And when then you have teenagers and they grow up, it's like, sometimes, especially as they get older, they really are defined. They come into their own about who they are, what they're about. And sometimes it's hard. Like there's certain things that it's just the awareness of, you want them to grow up and be whatever, and succeed and all these other things. But along the way, they do catch, they get caught in traps and stuff. And we actually had recently, and I talked about it a little bit back in December, there was some just sort of like a shakeup in the family. And it wasn't a big deal, but for me it was, just because the realization of, it created one of those come to Jesus moments within our family. And it just made me realize, my daughter speaking their truth about certain things about the what they've dealt with in school, and just, it's the peer pressure and all that other stuff. And it was it was hard because it's, people should never make excuses for things that they do or whatever. But also, the reality of the situation is, you have to honor the feelings and the things they're going through. So at times that can be very difficult. But, I think the beautiful thing that came out of all of that is that, it was the awareness of just it kind of feels like this whole, the stuff that we're going through right now, where it's okay, this isn't going to work anymore. We can't continue on this way. We have to make the change. And I think, I believe when people really kind of speak their truth and they open up to that, you have no choice but to deal with what's in front of you. And it might, the person who might be receiving it may not be what they want to hear, but it's who you are. And so, it's like that. I think that was an interesting, that for me personally, stuff that I've gone through as of recent. And you definitely don't want to hear certain things, but if it's the truth, you have to, especially as parents, you have to sort of deal with whatever's in front of you and love your kids no matter what, and support them and help them make good decisions in life. And, and I kind of switching to another thing, because I had a reading recently with someone, and it's interesting because, as mediums, we connect with energy. And so you can hear the person talking, but you feel their energy. And I put this woman 20 years older than she was, because of the fact that, I think as women, it takes us a long time to really kind of step into our power, unfortunately. They say that a lot of women, when they're in their 40s or 50s, they really get to the point where they feel like they're at that space where they can really kind of own their power and stuff. And I connected with her, and it was she was much older, because she was I don't care anymore. I don't care what people think. And it was amazing because she was 20 years younger, but she figured it out because of feeling like she always had to be someone else and put on an image and a persona to appease her mom. And so it was interesting because the confidence. And the sad thing is that the feeling of well, I'm speaking my truth, but does that mean I'm broken? Absolutely not. If anything, you're awakened and you're stepping into your power. But a lot of people, because of, I don't know if it's kind of society or parental, I don't know. There's a lot of you have all these different expectations put upon you and how we're supposed to act. And this goes for men as well. But that really puts some pressure on us. You know, there's all kinds of different sort of expectations that are put upon us, and it's just very interesting when you can really step into that. And but people do feel like, well, is there something I'm doing wrong? Like, no, like own that. So I just thought it was beautiful. I thought, you know, when we were talking about the topic, it made perfect sense, and kind of feeling like people need to know that they can really kind of speak their truth, and people are going to react how they want to act. You know, it's at the end of the day, it's whatever they let them, you know. At the end of the day, though, at least you're honoring who you are, and you know, going down that path with it, and the new life that opens up as a result of that, and the change that occurs. I've never, you know, initially it's a bit jarring, but I've never been a part or seen a situation where like the truth had, you know, was revealed and it didn't end up being for the best. Because then healing can occur. Then you just can't be on that superficial level. And, yeah, your friends fall away, more come in, dynamics change. But I just think it's amazing. So I don't think I think that's something that you can't talk about that enough and encourage that enough amongst people, and women especially, you know. So yeah. So anyway.
I think also, I think also people that may have difficulty speaking their truth, there's a fear of acceptance, right? Or there's a fear of they're going to feel ashamed about something. And so when you harbor those feelings inside and hold that in and don't speak your truth, the manifestations of you know, health problems occur. And, you know, you just feel so terrible inside, you know. So, I mean, diseases to autoimmune, you know, deficiencies and whatnot. And so when we allow ourselves to speak our truth and to just stand in our power, you know, we surpass all of those difficulties, and, you know, and being able to express ourselves. And you can't fear the non-acceptance. You can't fear the shame. There's nothing to be ashamed of, really. You know, and so once you can kind of work through that and understand that, it's a whole new life for you, really, you know. Yeah. And how just that's a powerful thing.
Yeah, absolutely. That Heal documentary, I've talked about it before, but it's a good way. It kind of shows, you know, there was a couple women on there that kind of held back, and you could see, you know, how it affects you over time. And that feeling of like, well, you know, in college I studied communications, and I think it was probably the one thing that I've carried most with me in life, and it's really about the way in which we communicate with each other. And, you know, you've got your sort of dominant personalities, and then you've got your passives. And a lot of the times it seems like you'll get, you know, especially where there's growth that needs to occur, you'll get someone who has more of a dominant personality in relationships and more of a passive, and it's usually an imbalance when it comes to that, right? And so naturally, and it even could just be like friendships, it could be marriage, it could be family, whatever, work situations, but you'll see that, and it's almost like it's your opportunity for you to sort of speak your truth through that, but sometimes people suppress that. And then they'll either end up like just avoiding the person or whatever. And, you know, and that ends up feeling worse as well, you know. And so I think it's one of those things that I always try to look, if there's someone that I like don't communicate well around, or I feel like I want to back away from, like, what's the why? Like, what is, and I was talking, my guides were telling me today, the universe isn't trying to test you. Like, that's not what it is. You're getting those experiences for your growth. It's not a test. And it's like, okay, so then what is it? Like, so I guess that's part of what it is really putting you in that situation. And each, you know, it keeps coming back. I'm a firm believer. I've seen it play out enough times in my life. If you do not speak your truth, if you do not change the cycle and do things differently the next time around, the faces will change, but the lesson is always the same. And so, did you master it this time? Nope. Okay, guess what? Now it's going to be your brother. Now it's going to be your mother. Now it's going to be this neighbor person. It's always going to be someone. it's really that blurry faces. I think it's so important. So, and quite frankly, you know, all we can do is be who we are. And it's so important speaking your truth, because you can't be like all these different people you have in your life, be something to everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to sort of own it. Anyway, it's always profound for me. I think I do a lot of readings with people, and the throat chakra tends to be off a lot. And I can attest to that as well. I struggle with it on a daily basis. I really do. And, you know, I know kind of why the source of it is, but I'm still like working through that. And so, yeah, you know, we're all a work in progress, right? But I think awareness is half the battle. And, yeah, just kind of, and, you know, same thing, like I try to teach my daughters, and I see sometimes they want to pull back and go in their shell just because of, you know, the influence of the world around them. But, yeah, you just got to kind of own it and work through it. And so, yeah, so speaking of, do you want to jump into some calls here? We've got quite a few calls if we want to jump in and take some readings. Does that work?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, perfect. Let's see here. Okay, all right, so we've got area code 256. Hi, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from, please?
I am Kimberly. I'm calling from Georgia.
Hello. How are you doing tonight?
I'm well. What about yourself?
Good. Very good. Yeah, it's good. We're making it through all the energies, the crazy shifts. But yeah, what can we help you with?
Well, I would just like, you know, what the angels or spirit is giving you for me right now at this time.
Okay, perfect. And so I'll be kind of, just so you know, Tina's gonna be jumping in, and then I'll kind of jump in and see what I get afterwards. So.
Sure.
You getting anything, Tina?
Okay. Yeah. Hi, Kimberly. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Oh, good. I'm good. Thank you. So the first thing that I'm picking up for you, I'm just feeling something like it seems like between work and between like home life and everything. Would that make sense to you? Do you have questions about that? Okay. Okay. And I'm not feeling that you're working right now. Is that correct?
Oh, no, I'm working.
You are working. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm feeling, okay, so you're looking for a change in the work environment. Is that correct? You're not happy where you're at? Okay.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm not happy. The job, the place where I am is consolidating. So we're having to look outside of that place to find another position.
Okay. So I'm also picking up on the anxiousness within you, and so you just want to get everything done, just so you know what's going on with your financial situation. And so I think this is a fear. I can feel the fear with you. So you're just looking for some guidance as far as that goes. Is that correct? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I feel it. You know, I have to tell you, it feels really good to me, because I am seeing this really long road, but I am seeing like the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, because Spirit is showing me like this long road. There is a light. I feel like there's going to be a transition, and it is going to be a smooth transition. They're just showing me just a smooth. My guide is just going like this with his hands. It's just a smooth road for you. And so to really try not to, although I know difficult, fall into that worry and then, all of that goes along with it, because that's going to deplete your energy as well, okay? So know that something is going to come. It's going to be a smooth transition. I am feeling that for you, and I am hearing that from Spirit, okay? So try not to. They're just saying, go easy is what they're saying to tell you. So I hope that helps.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Okay, good.
All right. And so yeah, kind of along the lines of what Tina was giving you, Kim, So I'm also getting, do you have I have to tell you, I feel like there might be some sort of healing. I don't know if you like work in a hospital or what the deal is, but I feel like there's something with like healing or nursing around you as well. Have you ever, I don't know if you actually work in that or if you've ever had a desire, there's something around that with you.
Well, I did, but, things didn't pan out. So that's why I'm still in the teaching field. I dabble into herbal medicine sometimes because that's what I really like. But right now I'm teaching the sciences. I teach biology and chemistry.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay. Mm-hmm. I just feel like you're going to be getting into more of the healing because I see that big time around you. And so it's almost like regardless if you go to school for like nursing or anything, I feel like you might be doing some of that with people. So I feel like that's a big thing. Do you also have I feel like there's a male energy as well that you take care of. I don't know if this is like if you have a son or if this is like a nephew or if there's like a...
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a son.
Whoa, my microphone was really loud. Straight in my ear. I'm sorry. That scared me. You have a son. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay, so that, because I was getting the nerve, I have to tell you, as I'm connecting with your energy, my nerves are like, that just shows like how much I jumped, because I know Tina could see, we're doing a little, we've got the video. You've got to ground your energy. Like, do you understand? Yeah. Like, I feel very jumpy when I connect with you. Yeah. It's very jumpy. It's, but you're going to be okay. Like Tina said, I feel like there is some stress because of the situation, like being able to take care of your son and making sure that you're providing, a good environment for him. He still lives with you, correct? Or do you support him or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, got it. With me. Yeah. Okay. So I definitely feel that stress from you, but it's going to be fine. Like you stressing about it, it actually is not going to change anything. But I do feel like it's something that you can focus on in terms of improving in that space. And then is your father passed, or who? There's
no, he's here.
A male.
My mother passed. My father is here.
Okay. There's unless your mother was like a dominant energy, but I feel a male presence that's coming forward for you as well.
Uncle and the grandfather on the other side too. So.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's your grandfather. So, but would this be? Well, let me. Yeah. So I won't go into a ton of detail because we have a calls and I want to get to him. But I do feel like a male energy that's coming around you. He is past. I feel like it's a father, grandfather. He's coming forward as that, and I feel like it actually might be your father's father. Because he's coming forward with that. Yeah. So. Yeah, so he's giving a lot of love and comfort around you. I just feel like he really watches over you and protects you. And I feel like there would be something, I know that like Easter is coming up, but I feel like there would have been significance around Easter as well. I don't know if you guys like would celebrate as family or something, or if the family's planning on getting together for Easter, but he's acknowledging that time frame around April. So, so just know that that's coming up as well. And then is your son going to be, how old is he?
He's 21.
Okay, got it. Because I feel like there was something around like graduating, or there's something around like, I feel like he might be doing stuff like bigger things are coming for him. I don't know if he's in school or thinking about going to school, or there's something about school, but I see that for him as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I think it's good. I just see. Okay, now I'm feeling calmer. I'm feeling your energy. I literally, I was like, I feel good. I'm picking like with your energy. Do you feel a little bit more centered or calm right now?
Yeah, I mean, I feel good because I've learned my lesson about that anxiety and worry. I just give it to God because I know everything is gonna work out.
Good. Good. Yeah, no, it feels good for you. So I really think things will, just like, Tina said, I think it's you're gonna be good. So keep doing that, and definitely you got good things coming your way. And keep along. Don't throw out that, like, definitely continue on with the path of the healing, because there's some things for you around that, definitely. So,
Okay.
So yeah. Well, thanks, Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck, and let us know.
All right.
Okay.
I will.
Have
Thank
a good
you
night.
both.
All right.
All
You're
right.
so welcome. Have
Bye.
a good night.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Going to the next one. All right. We've got. I'm not sure what. Let me bring this person on here. Hi, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from, please?
Hi, this is Mary. I'm calling from Florida. Thank you for taking my call. I wanted to see if you... Hi there. I wanted to see if you see improvements coming as far as my health and my finances.
Okay.
Mary, have you called into the show before?
It's possible. I'd like to hear your show quite a bit.
Yeah. I feel like we've given you a reading before. I gotta ask you. Are you living alone? Are you living alone?
No.
You're not living alone. Okay.
Huh?
So I'm thinking of another caller then. Okay. That's why I had to ask you.
No, not me.
All right. Okay. And what's your question for this evening?
I'm wondering if you see improvements coming in the areas of health and finances.
Okay. Health and finances.
So, and Tina, while you're connecting, I'll go ahead, and I'm just kind of feeling some. So, have you been in your? I feel like I want to talk about your space, Mary, that you live in. Have you been in this space for a while? Is it? It's like a
couple. Well, this time a couple of years, but I've lived in the same complex for a long time. But this most recently, 2 years most recently.
Okay, because I feel like the first question when you were asking about the finances, I do feel like this is, I don't know your belief system in this, but Spirit gave it to me immediately, so I'm just trusting it. I feel like there's a connection. You know how like the feng shui, like I don't know if you've ever studied feng shui, but I feel that very strongly.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do. Mm-hmm.
So you understand the connection of feng shui and about how things sort of, you create an energy, which certain things come in your life, it flows better.
Right.
Like I feel like
I've been trying to do some clearing and cleansing and that.
Good. Keep doing that. I feel like in particular there's something about your front door. I feel like there's a space in your front door where there's a block. Do you understand? Like when you open up the front door, I don't feel like the energy flows very well at all there. I feel like there's a little bit of a block there. And I also feel like there's some, I feel like there's some stuff in your house, like in terms of like, that you need to get rid of. Like, I don't know if you have like a lot of trinkets or something, but it feels like there's some stuff that the energy is just not aligning to where you're at. And I feel like you kind of feel that from it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I feel like like I'm even picking up on a particular object that's like against the wall, and it's sort of like, it would be like a little bit of a dust collector, but it feels like it's something to where there's just a muted feeling from it that's not very like prosperous for you. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Well, I have a lot of furniture, older furniture and things, and I have a lot of healing, things like that. I have a lot of things I've collected.
Okay. So I would just say that you understand feng shui, you get it, you get what I'm saying. I do feel like this is something very much tied to the objects that you're having, that you're basically, and I've actually, being honest, like I've never really had Spirit go into this detail in terms of the feng shui, and so this is coming, like I don't really study feng shui per se, like I understand basic concepts, that's what they're pulling from right now, but they're giving me information that I've actually never like put into play myself here, so this is just straight from Spirit. They're just making me feel, they're telling me that when you have like objects that are sort of like, you're creating a vibrational frequency within your house, and there's a lot of objects that are sort of like, they no longer serve you in terms of the space and the energy that they bring, and I feel like there might be some energy attached to them that is just a low, like, I don't want to say a lower vibration, but it's just not the reinvigoration that you would need in which to change the dynamics with your finances and sort of breathe new life into it. So I feel like if you can look at doing that, that would be helpful for you.
Okay.
Definitely. I feel like that. Yeah.
I'm waiting on some money right now that has been delayed. I'm wondering if you see that maybe coming through.
I see. I was getting something around the springtime, but I feel like I don't know if you're in a climate where like it's colder to where you said Florida. Okay. I feel like, I don't know, there's something about springtime where I see that, but I feel like it has to do with like sort of the spring cleaning. So it feels like pushing things out.
March, April. So this is basically spring now.
Okay. I'm getting more of like the end of March type of time frame. So that's what I'm getting. So yeah,
okay.
just create, like, work with the feng shui, the energy. You have the power in which to influence that within your space. So I think that would be good for you. So hopefully that was helpful. And let us know.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you for that information. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Mary.
Okay.
Good night. All right. Let's see. Okay. I'm just looking to see the next caller. All right, here we go. Area code 650. Hi, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Lola. I'm calling from DC.
Lola. All right.
Hello?
What can we help you with?
Thank you for taking my call. I forgot to press 1. I called like 5 minutes early, but everything you said was resonating with me. And currently, I think I've hit my biggest rock bottom in most all areas of my life. And I need to do things differently this time. And I don't clearly see what I did that led me here. And I truly want to make that my highest change so I can embark on my true path and really start living life, from a good place. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. I just, first of all, like, I'm going to, Tina, if you want to jump in, but I just love your energy. I'm very calm right now talking to you. I feel like the resonance of your words. So
it's
very calming.
Like you would feel me. I was scared you would feel my agitation, actually.
Yeah, I feel like it's I feel the awareness, and that's key. That's really good. Yeah, Tina, I don't know what you're getting, but
I was picking up on the energy, as you said, Heather. Her energy just felt very. It seemed like she's very calm, yet all around her there was just so much like going on, but she's just standing still. You know what I mean? Just standing like a pillar.
Yeah.
Just solid is the word that I want to say. Okay, so that's the first image that I got with you, Lola. So whatever is going around, I mean, I just feel it's like a bunch of everything. I feel it's, personal relationships, family relationships, and all of that just happening. But you're I have to tell you, your strength is incredible. You're really doing well. Very admirable. Your strength is absolutely incredible. The other thing that I am picking up was, I don't know if you do, delve into like tarot cards or anything like that, but I am, feeling that that's something that you'd be really good at. Just because your energy is just highly intuitive. And so I really think that's something, just because Spirit was just showing me cards, and I don't know if you've done that yet, or have been thinking about that.
I pick a lot of cards for myself.
Okay, good. Keep up with that. Okay, and that's why Spirit was showing me that, because you get a lot of answers for yourself, and a lot of direction from your Spirit team. Okay, so they want they want to acknowledge that with you and to let you know to keep that up and to continue doing that. So press forward is what I'm hearing Spirit say, and just keep pressing forward with that, because it's all going to work out. In the end, it just right now, it just seems like so much is going on, but know that you are being supported, by Spirit and by the universe. And, you are headed in the right direction. It's just kind of, swimming through the muck, so to speak, and just kind of, pushing through and get that out of the way. Okay. So yeah, your strength is incredible. That's what I'm picking up for you, Lola. It's amazing. Amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So yeah, I resonate definitely with what Tina was getting, but I'm also getting, did you just recently exit a romantic relationship, or I feel like there's something around the romantic relationship as well that I want to bring up?
It ended more than definitely a year ago, but there was we recently started talking, and my last conversation was not good. It's not a relationship that I really want to go back to. I know it's kind of dragging me, pulling me, but it's something that needs to be completely cut.
Right, which is why I still feel like you're a part of the relationship. So even though you may have ended it, you're still you still got ties with this individual. And I feel I don't know if he was a very aggressive personality, but it feels like there was there's aggression, and I don't know if it was I get a sense of maybe there's just a lot of emotional, maybe the way that the communication wasn't great. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, he was not aggressive, but I think so much was going on in his life from, childhood issues and stuff, you know what I mean? But relationship-wise, I can't say there was no aggression, just his own energy was not right.
Right,
it was more
it's
peaceful
just,
relationship, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like it was more an intensity from him, and it just where the vibrational frequency of what you're working on right now and what he was, it doesn't feel like it's a match. So you're I'm trying to, be calm with the chaos, like Tina was saying, but then he's kind of has a little bit more intensity. So at this point in time, I don't feel like there's a match there. The other thing I'll say, have you been having vivid dreams to where you're kind of having weird working things out? Does that make sense what I'm saying? How sometimes when you jarring or something?
This, again, this was probably more than a year and a half ago. I was working with the book I Am Word by Paul Selig. I don't know if you know that book, but spiritually I was a lot of change. Yeah, a lot of change were, happening. It's as if my foundation is being broken down so I can be renewed and rise up. And I started seeing at some point this lights moving in my room, flickering for a long time. And one night I had an outer body experience. I was not scared. I'm very much connected with angels, and numbers are sometimes I feel I'm looking so hard, but numbers are how I communicate, and also cards. So that kind of stopped. But this past about 2 weeks, I was in a meditation center, also silent meditation, I don't know, Vipassana meditation, and my dreams have been so weird in a way, people I haven't thought about, or I can't say I have connection with or anything, were just popping up in my dreams. So that was what's going on, but it's just now I don't know, do I need to surrender? What do I need to do? Because yes, I do have the strength, but seeing the light is sometimes so hard because I'm just alone, speaking my truth within my family is not an option. I've tried, but it's not welcomed because it's going to bring up so many issues. But I feel it's just something that could heal us. At least there will be acknowledgement and move on. But that's not allowed, So it's just I know I'm a spiritual being on a on this physical plane, but how can I like move forward like without speaking my truth, and this anger is building up in my life and repetitive cycles are coming, and it's just affecting especially my career, and like I have no idea what to do now. Like, you know, it's just hard like to just keep just sitting, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that I don't know if you've been in that position in your life where you have no idea, like no clue, and hard to have that faith too, you know, and trust.
Right. Yeah, and especially like where there's the family, that's the hardest part is when it, you know, like it's just the hardest part, and that it really, by and large, you know, when I see it, it really messes with people because it's basically speaking your truth against the family or just saying who you are, and it maybe not resonate with what they believe or what they are. And and I'm telling you, that's fear-based for them. They're coming at it from a place of fear. And so, you know, I, from a young age, would really, and not to say, like, I definitely do, that is not my experience right now, but when I was younger, you know, I was raised Catholic, and both sides of the family, it was a very strong, like, this is, you know, generations of being Catholic, and I really would challenge it. And, you know, there was a couple times where it wasn't well received, but I was like, look, this is like, I'm not asking, I'm telling you, this is who I am and this is what I'm about. And, you know, now, like, the shift has occurred, like it's changed. So I've seen it within my own family. And that's all you can do is stand in your power and your truth. Like and they're going to react how they want. It's a fear based, you know, they will come around. I absolutely believe they will, but you have to really stay strong in your conviction about that, because, and the other thing I'll say too, and this is where I ask Spirit, you know, are you testing us? What are you doing? And it's not testing, but you have to, it's almost like these situations are being put in front of you so you can really honor your new path in this life. Like you said, the foundation is breaking, but you're being put in situations where you really have to, like, is this who I am? Is this what I'm about? And it's almost like you're building the conviction model right now. That's exactly what you're doing. And all of these dreams that you're having, you're just purging. You're purging all of these. It's almost like these weird, like, and you might even start to, like, I know this kind of scares people sometimes, but you might even start to, like, I don't want to use the word demon, but feeling of like that dark energy. And it's our own fears coming out. Like, I truly believe that. Like, a lot of times when people, they're like, no, I was possessed. That's your fear coming out of something that you believe exists, and the fear of what would happen. It's those impressions that we've put upon ourselves, or society or family or religious or whatever has put upon us. And I truly believe that's what that is. I was actually in yoga one time, and I was shown this kind of weird visual images, and it scared the crap out of me. And my guides explained to me, it was like that the fears were coming, that you have, of all these fears that you retain, were coming out. And I had an understanding, but I was able to talk through it, you know, with Spirit, and help understand it through meditation. And so it's actually a good thing. It can be scary, but you're going through the purging, the things that no longer suit you and fit you in this life, and you're creating your new truths. And not everyone will align to that. But the thing is that the people that step into that space and own that space and really embrace it, there's a reason why we're celebrating International Women's Day. Like, honestly, they're the ones that went against the grain. They're the ones that did the things that was unacceptable to society or people around them, and they challenged status quo. And, you know, so you're in it. Like, it's time to emerge and own it. And you're not broken. You're completely whole, and you are just embracing your power, and good for you. So don't ever back down from that.
This angel numbers that I'm seeing, I just wanted, like, confirmation or something. Like, I'm not overlooking at things. Like, does Spirit have anything to say? Like, really, like, that's the truest communication for me with Spirit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's definitely one of the ways that Spirit communicates as well. I mean, the 1111s, the 3s. But do you also, is there something significant with the number 7 that for you?
You know what? Oh my gosh, yes. Today I saw 777, and I'm like, just don't think about it. Just let it go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was seeing, 777. So yes, that's confirmation because Spirit just told me 777. Yeah. So they're absolutely communicating with you. Mm-hmm. So they're just you're going to see that they're supporting you. They're around. They yeah. Go ahead, Tina.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Heather.
I kept
seeing 444. I just kept seeing 444 as she was talking.
I saw. It's like 444 is angel numbers. Oh my gosh, yeah.
So
thank you,
they're definitely communicating with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The other thing, pay attention to feathers too. I just saw one.
Yeah.
You know. Okay.
Yes.
And you can ask Spirit a question, your angels a question, and whatever it may be, just ask for a sign from them, and just specifically say you want to see a feather, and you'll get that sign from Spirit. So
I thank you, because I just saw one. So it's just like so much confirmation through this call. Like, I appreciate it. It meant so much. You don't understand how much this meant for me today. I appreciate it so much.
Absolutely.
You were so very welcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, hang in there.
Soul.
Hang in there, hun.
Thank you. All right. Have a good evening.
You
Have
too.
a good night.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
All right. I know. Aren't you, Tina? You do the numbers as well. Like I thought. I was kind of looking over at you because I'm like, you're into the numbers as well. Like I mean, everybody I think has some sort of connection to numbers, but yeah, there's it's definitely.
Yeah, they're always showing up for me. I mean, it doesn't even matter where I am. It's on the license plates or on the clock or on my cell phone. Yeah. I mean, it's always it's funny. In the very beginning, I didn't know what that was. And, soon in time I figured out what it was in the message. And you can, to people that are listening, you can look up the angel numbers. There's one that I really like. It's Sacred Scribes. And, you just look up the angel number and they'll give you the information of what the message is. The other thing you can do, too, is I learned this from our friend Ryan, is that I'm just trying to think. Yeah, if you get the ringing in your ear, that's what he was. Yeah, that's what it is. If you get the ringing in your ear, look at the clock, look at the time on the clock, and then look up that angel number. So I do that as well. So that's for the listeners. It's a really good thing to do too.
Yeah, it's interesting too. The other disclaimer I'll say to the numbers. I don't know your experience with this, but even though that there's kind of like you can look up the numbers. You also, like, Spirit will also communicate to what the number means to you. Like, there's something, you know what I mean? Like 3 has always been a very significant number for me, and so I see it all the time. But I think, it really means something different for me than it does, like, what's written. And so, like, they know how to talk to you, so they'll find their ways. And so, yeah, that's fascinating. Gosh, we could do a whole show on the number sequencing. Oh, my gosh.
No, I know it.
Yeah.
I know it.
Wow. Okay, let's see here. Let's jump into another call. We've got area code 856. Hi, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Laura in New Jersey.
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
What can we help you with?
Well, I'd like to know what you see for me around career and making a move.
Okay. And I feel your energy, remind me, your energy feels very familiar to me. Did you just like change jobs, or did you just have I don't know if you've called in before. I could connect with energy, and I feel like I've connected with this energy before.
Yeah, you may have read for me in the past.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, are you getting anything, Tina?
I'm picking, I think I've read for you too, Laura. I'm just picking up on the Carolinas. Are you, Laura, with the Carolinas?
Yeah, I would like to go down to the Carolinas.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I remember. Yeah. Well, thanks for calling back. I do remember that reading. I just started seeing like palm trees and whatnot. I'm not picking anything up right now, Heather. With that, I just
Well, a friend of mine and I, we just had a conversation a few hours ago about possibly starting our own company together, our own business. And I wondered if maybe you might pick up anything about that.
I feel like for what I'm getting, I feel like there's I feel like there's a situation where you have a job now. I don't feel like it's like the passion project, in terms of what you're doing, but I feel like you have a consistent job. But I do feel like there's some things where it's like you're looking on kind of the outside of other things that you can do, because I feel like you're kind of punching a time clock or something. Like I don't feel like you're really like there's a lot of passion. You currently have a job, is that correct?
Well, it's a contract. So
okay, that's what.
Something. Yeah, a little more. Yeah. Stability and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be that way for a little bit. I don't know if the contract goes till the end of summer or something, but it feels like around the summer, I feel like there'll be a shift around your job situation for sure. And I'm also being pulled from, and I'm sorry, you said New Jersey. I'm also being pulled down south though, so I don't know if you have like a connection with something down in Florida or down in that. Maybe that's the I'm not sure what that is, but I'm being pulled south of you. So there's something south of you where I feel like you might be traveling or something, doing something. So.
Well, would you think that would be a move though, or more maybe just to go visit somebody?
I feel like it might be a visit that could turn into, hey, this would be nice to live here. Like I just feel like there's some changes that's going to occur for you, but that it's a sequencing of events, so it's not like a set in stone. I feel like it's very much fluid right now, and so like anything I tell you, it would you have free will, and I definitely see the capability in which to change, because I still feel like you're still kind of working things out in terms of what you want. So imagine if like you put together a vision board. Like I don't like you would not. I don't think you have clarity of what your goal is in terms of what you would want on your vision board. So therefore, I'm like that's the energy that I'm picking up on. That you're still kind of like, well, maybe this, maybe that, and so that's what I'm seeing. So, but you can absolutely. With that being said, you can absolutely have what you want and kind of go in the direction you want, but you have to get clear on what your intent is. So this is really about like laws of attraction and really kind of putting that out. Do you have a vision board?
No.
Okay. It would be really good for you to do that. So just kind of write it down, get clear on what your intent is, and don't let circumstances happen to you. You create them. So it's really important for you to know that, because I feel like you're somewhat pragmatic in the sense of you sort of let things unfold as they will, which is good, but it's also like did you know that you can ask the universe for what you want? Do you know that you can really kind of create your path and really define what that looks like? Like do you connect with the laws of attraction or kind of the creative visualization?
Well, I've been trying for a long time to get a home, and I've been visualizing myself in certain homes, and it's never happened. So okay. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Okay. I would, if you're open to it, you might want to, if you ever listen to like Jerry and Esther Hicks, like Abraham Hicks, I would highly encourage you to. Yeah.
I'm familiar.
Okay.
I've practiced it, and I've tried, and it's just been so long, and it hasn't panned out for me. So
okay. Okay. Well, hang in there. I really do think, the world is your oyster in terms of what you want to do and the direction you want to go, but it's really about, putting those wheels in motion. So yeah. But I do see a shift in the summer. Something around the summer, but it might be more towards the end, but there's something around, the summertime for you. So hopefully that helps.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye. All right. Okay. All right. So do you have time for another one, Tina, or you want to go for another one?
We can go for one more. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I learned my lesson from the last show where I think we went a little too long. I could feel the energy shift. So let's do one more, and let's see. We've got area code 703. Hi, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from, please?
Hi, it's Andrea. I'm calling from Virginia. How are you guys doing?
Yay! How are you?
Andrea.
Perfect.
I know, the last call. There you go. It's like divine synchronicity or something.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's perfect. Oh, wow.
How's it going?
How are you?
I'm okay. I started a different job, so I'm and then that one kind of went awry. Then now I'm in a different job, so that one's good. So that part's good.
Good.
Yeah. But my question is still, my TV show. I think they're doing the next auditions, for the taping of the show. I never got the call, but I still get the sign. So do you still think the door's open, or I might have to try out all over again?
Oh, let's see. So that's America's Got Talent. Yes, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they coming over into your, are they, so you said that they are doing something local in your area?
No, they're now taping the shows in California for the next round, but they did watch my video again, but I never got the call. So, I still get signs. Like the other day I'm driving and the car right in front of me keeps coming from California because that's where I have to go, but I don't know.
I have to tell you, I had a random thought about you the other day. I know that's weird. I did, and it popped in. And you know what Spirit was telling me, and it's interesting because I have to just say this, and let me see if I can remember what they were saying. And it was interesting because it was, I feel like it was a message. It was a multi-purpose message, and there was relevance to some information for me as well. So why they brought it through for you. But they were telling me that, with you really have this, like what we were talking about the last caller, about the laws of attraction. Like you're in it, right? Like if the vortex, like you get it, you're in it. Like you wanted a new job, you got a new job. You wanted to be on America's Got Talent, you got on it. They called you back. You have that way, and because you have that sense of belief and understanding about it, and so. It's one of those things I truly believe, and this is what Spirit was telling me, that you can bring about the circumstances and those situations, even if it's not the timing that we want. Because I don't feel like it's going, I feel like the timing is definitely going to be different from what you expect. But are you also looking into doing some other sort of, have you been dabbling with some other sort of gift or something that you've got that you'd be doing as well? Adding something to it?
I'm entering a local talent show this coming Wednesday up in where I live. But if I don't get the call now, which I think I probably didn't because they're already taping the next the next round stuff, I'd have to try out all over again in November, December, the end of the year, and this would be the seventh time.
But what I'm saying is I feel like you might be, I saw your video and what you do, but I feel like you would be adding something to it. You'd be adding a flavor to it to enhance it further. So, you know what I mean? When you kind of take something but you add to it to make it more enticing. I see you doing that.
Well, thinking of doing the Cher song like I did a couple of times ago. It was a song, It's a Woman's World, and I was going to make that paper wig and put on that makeup, kind of look like, like she did. So that was my next thing I was thinking of doing, because I kind of see myself, already envision myself, unfortunately, going to the next auditions with that kind of outfit on. So I have these visions, and I'm like, I'm sure that's going to be my next thing. So
yeah, I see there being a shift to kind of what you've been doing, but is there also, that's interesting, I don't know if you're trying to do like the Cher and Sunny type of thing, but there's something around like another male that's around that as well. So I guess just don't be surprised. Like, keep looking for that inspiration and those signs, because I feel like you will be doing something very different than what you were doing, but it'll be enhanced. And I have to tell you, for you, it's almost like the presence is part of the gift with you. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like your presence is part of the highlight there as well. Not necessarily, not to say that what you do. Yeah. Sure, let's do it. Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, I'll teach you a few signs for some songs, whatever, and we'll knock it out together.
There you go.
You think I'm joking, right?
Gosh. No, knowing you, no, you're not.
No, I'm not joking.
Which is why you're amazing, and that's why crap just like happens for you. I seriously, like, you've got it. So yeah, maybe we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to go take a trip. I'm always down for that. So I'll just stand there and like clap or something and be like,
"No, you could audition with me."
Yeah, I'd have to figure out what I would do. I don't know. Tina, maybe we can both like do like the Three Amigos or
backup
something.
dancers, whatever it is, something. Just a few, just a few signs, something like that. I don't know. Well, I think we're on the Facebook thing message or whatever. So, think about it, because, I have another six months to figure it out now.
There you go. What do you think, Tina? What do you see her doing?
It's funny because I was connecting with a male in spirit, and so without validating it, I'm like, who is this person? So I'm going to ask you, Andrea, who's the connection with the menorah? Do you know anything? Would you understand a menorah or Hanukkah? I just kept seeing like.
Yeah, I'm Jewish, so.
Okay. And I heard this lovely voice just sing that song. It's a new dawn. It's that song. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. Yeah,
it's a new
that's
day.
What I kept hearing. Yeah. And I'm like, is that
it's a new life?
Song she's That's right. That's exactly what I heard. That's exactly what I heard from Spirit. So that's very funny. That's very funny. So in regards to your question, I am feeling it's out more, okay? And I am feeling it's really tough, because it's like it almost feels neutral. I'm not feeling like getting a yes or no, because I was like, well, is it, is she going to get the call? And I'm asking Spirit, and they're not really saying a yes or no with that. And it's like, keep doing what you're doing and keep performing and keep, to do something in addition to, maybe something a little bit different. I don't know if I'm not getting that confirmation if you're going to get the call or not. I'm seeing something in the fall though. And I am seeing like a new routine. Yeah. A new routine or something.
October.
There's something more. Yeah, that's what I'm getting too. So, but that's funny that they were singing that song. So maybe that's the message for you. Maybe incorporate something with that song.
Well, I'm sure there'll be another audition in New York City, because I always go to New York and think they always go to Florida. So, save your pennies so we can all go together.
Hey, if they're in Florida, I want to move there.
Yeah, me too.
So
I'm there.
That's on my roadmap.
I didn't know where you guys are.
Yeah.
I'm in
Denver,
so.
Oh, yeah. Colorado. Okay. I'm in Virginia, so for me to go to New York City is nothing but a bus trip. Florida is a inexpensive plane ride. So,
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Well, check out the website, and we'll see where the next places are. I'm not quite sure yet because they haven't announced anything. They probably won't announce till October. But So
okay.
I just think you're amazing. Okay. So regardless, I mean, just the fact that you
Absolutely.
you do that and put yourself out there. Talk about like speaking your truth and just like standing in your power. Like you really embody that. I mean, I have to say, you're very inspirational.
Well, it's funny when you talk about the license plates. I'm getting out of my car to go to work and this new job, and who pulls out in front of me? A car from California. And I was like, then there was California right next to it was a Florida, and there was a 333, and then my numerology number is 187. So the universe is telling me something. I just don't know what it is, but it's telling me something.
Yeah, just, be still and,
keep doing,
take it in and
keep doing what you're doing.
Trust the process.
Keep going.
Yeah.
When your signs stop, then your journey stops. So pay attention, people.
Yeah, no, it doesn't stop. No,
it's still on my vision board. So. My vision board is still on my living room with all my stuff. So I'm able to keep it up to the next year.
That's awesome. Well, let us know.
I will.
I just always feel good things for you. So
Thank you.
Keep in touch.
I'll let you know how my tarot show goes on Wednesday. I'll let you know how that one goes.
Okay,
awesome.
Very cool.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right, Andrea.
Well, thank you. Lovely to chat with you. I can't think about what I said now. Serious.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, have a good night. Thank you.
You too. Okay.
All right.
Bye. Good night.
Bye. All right, Tina. That's so funny. Her energy is, she's just very inspirational. I think, it's interesting that when you really do, I'm a believer. I can attest to myself. Like there was a while, like if you're not in sort of the vortex or whatever, of like the laws of attraction. But everything in my life, I really believe it's because I've brought it in. But it's not just like, oh, I want this. It's like feeling it, like seeing it. Like my toes have been in the sand, and they will be there. Like someday I will get to a beach and I will live there, and it's going to happen. So I just, I'm a firm believer. Yeah, we're co-creating in
Absolutely.
This place, whatever we want.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
If people only understood, they really understood that. And when we put out the, the gratitude, more of it comes back. But if we say, this is not good, you're not, then so it is. So it is. And so I'm a firm believer just because I've seen. I remember I was in kind of a rut, and I did like a 30-day or every day, just 10 things every day for 30 days. And maybe I wasn't consistent, but at any rate, I was just stuck in a spot. And I'm telling you, within a short time after, and then I got the urge to clean, and that's when Spirit always tells me something big is coming. Like they're like, clean, get your house in order, and literally get your house in order. And I did. I cleaned my basement, and I'm telling you, like these doors opened, and I couldn't have asked for a better situation in my life. It just really served me and my family, and so everything I wanted in my life, I've really, I've done the work, but it's because I appreciate everything in my life as well, So even the bad stuff, right? Even the stuff that it's like, oh God, that sucked. Thank you for the lesson. So you just kind of have to keep at it. So anyways, so it was so nice, Tina, connecting with you as always, and the callers.
Thank you.